Okay, this is a letter from Pliny to his friend Licinius Sura, and it's about whether Sura believes in ghosts. Interestingly, a little aside here, Sura might have been a ghostwriter for, that's a little joke, for the Emperor Trajan. Anyway, Pliny seriously himself believes in ghosts and wants to know if his friend Sura does. Leisure offers to me the opportunity of learning, and to you the opportunity of teaching. Therefore, through this, I would wish to know whether you think ghosts exist and have their own shape and some kind of divinity, or whether you think ghosts to be empty, lifeless things that take their appearance out of our fear. First ghost story, the ghost that came to Rufus. I am led, especially to this point, that I believe ghosts to be. Because of the fact I hear what happened to Curtius Rufus. He had been a companion linked to the one ruling Africa. At that point, unimportant and unfamous. Rufus was walking in the afternoon in a colonnade. To him, the figure of a woman offers itself, bigger and more beautiful than human. She said she was the bringer of the future, Africa. That he, Rufus, would go indeed to Rome and would get honors, and even with the highest power would come back into the same province and there would die. All these things happened. In addition, it is said it meaning the ghost, or she is said to have come back, run back to Rufus as he is coming to Carthage and getting off the same ship. The figure came on the shore. He himself, taken certainly by a fit, having predicted the future from the past, adverse things from favorable things, he threw off hope of any salvation, even with no one of his people giving up. Okay, so Rufus, out of fear, killed himself. Okay, when he saw the ghost come back. Ghost 2. at the haunted house. Okay. Now, is this story both more terrible and not less amazing, which I will tell as I have heard it. There was in Athens a large and spacious house, but with bad reputation and poisonous. Through the silence of the night, the sound of iron, and if you would listen more sharply, the screeching of chains, first from farther, then were heard from nearby. Soon the ghost was appearing, an old man, finished off by thinness and dirt, his beard stretching forth, with hair trembling. He wore what are they called? Shackles to his legs, chains to his hands, and he would shake them. From this, sad and harsh nights were kept up by the inhabitants through their fear. Sickness and death from the growing fear followed the vigil. For a long time also, although the image had gone away, the memory of the image wandered about in their eyes. The fear was longer than the cause of the fear. From there, the house was deserted and condemned in solitude, and all left to that monster. However, it was advertised if anyone would wish to buy or to rent it, unknowing of such a great evil. Okay? So then we have Athenodorus, the philosopher, decides to take the house. Okay? Athenodorus, the philosopher, came to Athens. He read the notice, and with the price having been heard, since the cheapness was suspected, having delayed, he was taught everything, and nonetheless, as a matter of fact, all the more, he rents it. When it begins to get evening, he orders his bed to be made for him in the front part of the house. He demands his writing tablets, his pen, a light. He sends all his servants into the inside parts. He himself concentrates his mind, his eyes, his hands for writing, so that his empty mind, having heard, would not create ghosts and empty fears for himself. Okay, let's take a little break.